asterisk asterisk 10 powerful life lessons from Muniba Mazari asterisk. What if the greatest obstacle in your life became the very reason the world remembered your name? What if the moment you believed everything was over was actually the moment your true journey began? Most people spend their lives wishing for an easier path. But sometimes the people who inspire millions are not those who lived without pain. They are the ones who discovered meaning in the middle of it. Today, we explore 10 powerful life lessons inspired by the journey and public message of Muniba Mazari, a woman who has become a symbol of resilience, courage, and hope. Her story reminds us that while we cannot always control what happens to us, we can choose how we respond. That choice has the power to change not only our own lives, but also the lives of countless others. Every person experiences moments of disappointment. Dreams don't always unfold the way we expect. Plans fall apart. We lose opportunities, relationships, and sometimes our confidence. In those moments, it is easy to believe that life has turned against us. It is easy to compare ourselves to people who seem to have everything. But real strength begins when we stop asking, "Why did this happen to me?" and start asking, "What can I become because of this?" Muniba Mazari's journey has inspired people around the world because it demonstrates that resilience is not about pretending life is easy. It is about moving forward despite the difficulties. It is about refusing to let circumstances define your worth. Her message encourages people to discover their inner strength even when the future seems uncertain. One of the most important truths we often forget is that every human being faces struggles. Some battles are visible while others remain hidden. Behind every smile may be a story of sacrifice. Behind every success may be years of failure, doubt, and persistence. The difference between those who give up and those who succeed is rarely talent alone. More often, it is the decision to keep going one step at a time. Imagine standing at a point where everything you once believed about your future has changed. Many people would surrender to fear. Many would believe that their dreams had ended forever. Yet history repeatedly shows that extraordinary individuals often discover their greatest purpose after life forces them to begin again. The strongest people are not always the ones who never fall. They are the ones who rise every time they do. There is incredible power in accepting reality without surrendering hope. Acceptance is not weakness. It does not mean you approve of your pain or enjoy your struggles. It simply means you stop wasting energy fighting the past and begin investing that energy in creating a better future. Once you accept where you are, you become free to decide where you want to go. Another lesson we can learn is that our value does not depend on our appearance, possessions, achievements, or other people's opinions. Society often measures success through wealth, status, or perfection. But true success is measured by character, compassion, courage, and the positive impact we leave on others. A person who inspires hope has already achieved something money cannot buy. Life also teaches us that fear is unavoidable. Every meaningful dream comes with uncertainty. Every important decision carries risk. Waiting until fear disappears means waiting forever. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the willingness to move forward even when fear is present. Every small step taken despite fear builds confidence for the next challenge. As you listen to these lessons, don't think of them as ideas meant only for extraordinary people. They are meant for anyone who has ever faced rejection, failure, loneliness, heartbreak, uncertainty, or self-doubt. They are for students wondering if they are good enough, parents carrying heavy responsibilities, professionals chasing impossible goals, and dreamers who refuse to stop believing. Throughout this journey, remember one simple truth. Your current circumstances do not determine your final destination. Every sunrise is proof that darkness never lasts forever. Every new day offers another opportunity to rewrite your story, make a different choice, learn a new lesson, and take another step toward becoming the person you were created to be. So stay with me until the end of this series, because each lesson builds upon the last. Together, we'll discover how resilience grows through adversity, how confidence grows through action, and how purpose often emerges from the most unexpected moments. Sometimes the life you never planned becomes the life that inspires millions, and perhaps the next there comes a moment in every person's life when reality doesn't match the dreams they once held. It may be a failure you never expected, the loss of someone you love, a career that falls apart, or a challenge that changes your life forever. In those moments, your first reaction may be denial. You may keep asking yourself, asterisk, why me, asterisk or asterisk? Why did this happen? Asterisk, those questions are natural. They are part of being human, but if you stay trapped in those questions for too long, they begin to steal your future. One of the greatest lessons inspired by Muniba Mazari's journey is this: accepting reality is not the same as giving up. Acceptance is the moment you stop fighting the truth and start building a new future with the life you have today. Many people misunderstand acceptance. They think it means surrender. They believe it means admitting defeat. But true acceptance is an act of courage. It means looking directly at your circumstances and saying, asterisk, this is where I am right now, but this is not where my story ends. Asterisk, that single decision changes everything. Think about a tree during a powerful storm. The strongest trees are not the ones that never bend. They survive because they adapt to the wind instead of resisting every force. Human beings are no different. Life will test you in ways you never imagined, but your ability to adapt is often more powerful than your desire to control everything. One of the biggest reasons people remain unhappy is because they spend years wishing life had been different. They replay old mistakes. They relive painful memories. They compare today's reality with yesterday's dreams. Meanwhile, life continues moving forward without waiting for them. You cannot rewrite yesterday. You cannot change what has already happened. But you can decide what happens next. That is where your real power begins. Hope is not pretending that everything is perfect. Hope is believing that tomorrow can be better than today, even if you cannot yet see how. It is choosing faith over fear. It is choosing progress over regret. Every successful person has experienced moments when quitting seemed easier than continuing. Every inspiring story includes chapters filled with uncertainty, disappointment, and pain. What separates extraordinary people from ordinary people is not that they avoided suffering. It is that they refused to let suffering become the final chapter of their lives. Sometimes life closes one door without asking your permission. At first, it feels unfair. You wonder why your plans failed while others seem to succeed so easily. But years later, many people realize that the closed door protected them from a future they were never meant to have. What looked like an ending was actually a new beginning. This is why patience matters. Not everything makes sense immediately. Some lessons only become clear after time has passed. Some blessings arrive wearing the disguise of disappointment. When you choose acceptance, you free yourself from fighting battles that can never be won. Instead of wasting energy on the past, you invest your energy in learning new skills, building stronger relationships, improving your mindset, and creating opportunities that never existed before. Remember this powerful truth, ***, your circumstances may change your plans, but they never have to change your purpose. ***, no matter what challenge you face today, you still have the ability to love, to learn, to grow, to encourage others, and to leave a positive impact on the world. Perhaps today you feel like your dreams have been delayed. Perhaps you feel invisible. Perhaps you've failed so many times that success seems impossible. Don't let temporary circumstances convince you of permanent defeat. Every sunrise reminds us that darkness always ends. Every season eventually changes. Every difficult chapter eventually becomes part of a much larger story. The question is not whether life will challenge you, it will. The question is whether you will allow those challenges to make you bitter or make you stronger. The moment you stop asking asterisk, why did this happen to me, asterisk, and begin asking asterisk, what can I learn from this, asterisk, your entire life starts to transform. Growth begins where resistance ends, healing begins where acceptance begins, success begins where hope refuses to die. Today, make a decision. Accept your reality not because it is easy, but because it is real. Release the weight of the past. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Take one small step forward. Because, no matter how slow your progress may seem, every step taken with hope moves you farther away from fear and closer to the life you are capable of creating.